Hello students, this is for class 10th, subject computer application, unit 1 networking. Students, in the last video I had told about the internet and its services, some topics which are here: World Wide Web, web server, website, web client, web page, web browser, blogs, news groups, HTML, web address, email address. This much topic in last video I had told. Today I will tell about downloading and uploading files from a remote site, and the second topic, internet protocols. So students, in the first video I will talk about internet protocols, that is TCP IP, and then in the second video I will talk about this downloading and uploading files from a remote site. Let's proceed. So students, you have heard the name of internet. So far you have studied also about internet and its services. So you must be thinking that how internet gives us the information. We get the information in a second through the internet. So how is it possible? So students, it is possible with the help of protocols. Now you'll ask, what is a protocol? So protocol is a set of rules, set of procedures which help to transmit data from one place to another place. And in the protocols, the most important one is TCP IP. In the internet protocols, the most important one, that is you are going to study the TCP IP. Let us see what is TCP IP. TCP IP, or the transmission control protocol, internet protocol, is a suite of communication protocols used to interconnect network devices on the internet. TCP IP can also be used as a communication protocol in the private networks, that is an intranet or an extranet. The entire protocol suite, a set of rules and procedures, as I told, is commonly referred to as TCP IP. Listen once again. The entire protocol suite is commonly referred to as TCP IP. Means in the internet protocols, the most important, the entire protocol suite, that comes under TCP IP. Though there are some more protocols here given, though others are included in the suite, but the most important one is TCP IP. So the TCP IP protocol suite functions as an abstraction layer between the internet applications and the routing or switching fabric. TCP IP specifies how data is exchanged over the internet by providing end-to-end communications that identify how it should be broken into packets, means how the data is broken in packets, addressed, transmitted, routed and received at the destination. Simply you can say that TCP IP works throughout the whole process, that is from packeting the data up to the receiving data at the destination. TCP IP requires the central management, and it is designed to make networks reliable with the ability to recover automatically from the failure of any devices on the network. Means if the data is lost somewhere and not reached to the destination, then TCP IP, as you know, packets, it transfers data in the form of packets, so it has a copy and it can transmit again. That's what here given, that it requires a little central management and it is designed to make networks reliable with the ability to recover automatically from the failure of any device on the network. The two main protocols in the internet protocol suite serve specific function. that is the TCP and the IP. So TCP, what is the function of TCP? TCP defines how applications can create channels of communication across a network. How applications can create the channel of communication. It also manages how a message is assembled into smaller packets. It is the work of TCP. Remember, the work of TCP is to assemble into smaller packets before they are transmitted over the internet and reassembled in the right order at the destination address. Means the TCP manages to assemble the data in smaller packets, and at the destination place, when the data is transmitted, again it reassembles in the right order. What is the function of IP? IP defines how to address and route each packet to make sure it reaches the right destination. Means it defines the address and the route, how the data will be transmitted, through which route and at which address. So that's what here given, that IP defines how to address and route each packet to make sure it reaches the right destination. Each gateway computer on the network checks this IP address to determine where to forward the message. Means during the transmission there are different gateways which help to check the IP address again and again, and through this they get the address and reaches to the final destination. In that, a subnet mask is what tells a computer or other network device what portion of the IP address is used to represent the network. There is a subnet mask which tells the computer or other network device that which portion of IP address is used to represent the network and what part is used to represent the host. Means which IP address is for the network device and which part is for the host, that is server device on the network. A network address translator, that is NAT, is the virtualization of internet protocol address. Means NAT virtualize the IP address, and it helps improve security and decrease the number of IP addresses an organization needs. Now, what are the common types of TCP/IP? TCP/IP is not alone, it includes some of the protocols which help the data to be transmitted. In that, HTTP, HTTPS and FTP are there. So HTTP, that stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, it handles the communication between a web server and a web browser. That is, you can say the web server and the client. Web browser is the client. HTTPS, that you can say secure HTTP. It handles secure communication between a web server and a web browser. HTTP and HTTPS both are same, only the difference that HTTP is not secured, but HTTPS is secured. FTP also helps the TCP/IP to transmit data. So FTP, it handles transmission of files between the computers. If you want to access file from a remote site, so how the file will reach your destination, will reach to your computer, that is handled with FTP. So thanks for today about this topic, how TCP/IP works. We will talk in the next video. Thank you.